Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to talk about the newly announced Hot Toys figures. Now today we got 5 or 6 figures that were newly announced, the first one of which is the Tony Stark Mech Test version 2.0, pretty much a new release of the very old figure that came out probably about 11 years ago or so now. It's not actually up on the website yet, so I'm just going to cycle through a few photos that are on Facebook, but it does look very nice. It's, as I said, it's pretty much just a redo of the old figure with some colour changes, updated proportions, updated accessories, an updated head sculpt, obviously. So there's 2 versions. There's the standard version and there's this deluxe version where you get a dummy. I think that's pretty much the only accessory you actually get in the deluxe version, but the figure does have a nice stance to it. Obviously the proportions look a lot more accurate. It's not a huge upgrade over the original. If you have the original, I don't really see much point in getting this, but if you don't have the original and you've been looking for the original for a long time, because obviously it's quite expensive now, then this is definitely one to get. Not sure about the pricing yet, but I can imagine the standard version is going to be similar to any sort of regular figure that comes out nowadays, with the deluxe probably being sort of around $30 to $40 more if you're in the US. The posing obviously is very nice. You can get some very nice poses out of it because the materials are all fabric and all the joints are fine. I don't see any issues with any sort of creasing or anything. Just be careful of all these wires, not to like overbend them and damage them at all, but I'm sure they'll all move out of the way. Lots of nice light up functions. You've obviously got the repulsors in the wrist, the arc reactor, and in the boots themselves. These boots look very similar to the ones that were in the Armour Unleashed version. Obviously probably a little bit different due to newer technology and paint and whatnot, but I imagine they're based around the same sort of mould, just updated slightly. The backs of them look really nice. This personally is not a figure I plan to pick up, mainly because it just doesn't do a lot for me, and I was never a huge one to want to pick up the original anyway. He does come with some nice bonus pieces, being the Mark II faceplate, if I go to, and the proof that Tony Stark has a heart sort of placard thing. So I think it's nice. This is everything it comes with. It comes with not very many hands. This is the deluxe version, so he has dummy. The backdrop is quite nice. Not something I'm particularly excited about. It's better than the original backdrop, actually, if I go to the original. That just had the lights and that. It's just a different area in the garage, so it's up to you if you prefer this or the old one. And so as a quick comparison between the old and the new, so I just wanted to show the new head sculpt. I think there's this strange thing that they're doing with newer head sculpts where the eyes, I think, are a little bit too close together. It was the same thing with the new Loki that was announced, which is why that head sculpt looked slightly off to me personally. But yeah, it's still a very nice head sculpt nonetheless. It's definitely an update over the original. You can see just a drastic improvement. This definitely looks more like Robert Downey Jr. The special edition is nice. As I say, it comes with the the proof that Tony Stark has a heart and the Mark II faceplate. The Mark II faceplate actually is, for me, one of the more exciting parts of this set, just because I think it looks really cool. So for the standard version, you just get this pretty much. This image is very blurry for some reason, but that's not the point. Yeah, if you missed out on the original, as I said, I'd really recommend picking this up. But for me personally, this is the pass. I don't think you're missing out on too much if you don't get the special edition bonus. If you want this sort of bare bones version, then it would fit very nicely into pretty much any Iron Man collection. This is obviously sort of the very first attempt at a flying suit, minus the Mark 1 sort of going in the air and coming back down. But yeah, I think this would go very nicely. Obviously, if you have the Mark 2 and the Mark 3, have this in front of those, and this would look great. If you really want dummy, then go for the deluxe, but I don't at all think that the deluxe is necessary. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this. I'll have videos on the other figures that got announced, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.